Alright, hello and welcome back to Hand of Fate 2. Hey Convoy, how's it going? Good to see you. But yeah, we are back. Last time, I think we did an unlocking mission with Strength again. We actually unlocked a Brimstone token, which was pretty excellent. It gave us a very interesting card. So check this out. As part of this, we're going to do the tower today. But yeah, as part of the supplies, we now have the new Ancient Warriors card. And hey Lilac, how's it going? But yeah, prior to combat, we can optionally draw a Skeleton Ally card that can be used 3 combats before we discard this card. So it's essentially like reinforcements, undead reinforcements that we can call upon, which is badass. So we definitely want to try that out. We also unlocked something else, well, more like we identified what this does. So we got this from the devil level. And what's so cool about it is basically you have to gather 3 ingredients. So you have to have the little devil card and the dwarven trader and get 3 blessings. And then once you have all those, you actually get this blessing where every card shuffle has a huge success card in it, which is going to be really interesting because I kind of want to redo the devil level and do the last part with a huge success. Because I think one of the things that it said as part of the blessing was like, I wonder how the story will change or something like that, which is kind of awesome. So that was something pretty cool. But yeah, so we now have the tower mission. Apparently we need a lot of food, so most of our equipment is gathering food, helping with shuffling and health and whatnot. Hey Lost Fleet, how's it going? Good to see it. And yeah, most of our encounters are sort of gathering food or gathering equipment, that sort of deal. So yeah, and we have to fight a lot of empires, so I think I've got like the Dazzling Blade in there, but I also have Harvest Blade just in case. But yeah, let me see. A sorceress is besieged by Empire soldiers. Rumor has it she holds knowledge significant to the Emperor. Ascend the sorceress's tower, guarded by levels of traps and strange magic to find the answers you seek. Let's do it. I think, who are we bringing with us? Oh, Keelborn, because, I mean, he's just kick-ass. Let's go.
The blasted tower has been long the symbol of mankind's folly, of things coming to an end. We have not yet reached our conclusion, yet we creep closer with each step. Traps have often been a factor of the game, yet here they are transformed into an end of themselves. Here they become the entirety of our examination.
Shit, really? An encampment of Empire soldiers waits at the base of the tower. Some are napping, others are cooking fish upon a fire. An older soldier greets your approach. Captain Hardwick of the 6th Legion. What is your business here? Ask what is in the tower. No clue. There's a door on the first landing that will not open unless you provide an offering of apples to the gargoyle statue. Moreover, it permits only one soul to pass through. Hey Pterodax, how's it going? Good to see you. All the men I've sent through the door have not returned. Alright. Behind him, Hardwick's soldiers begin to throw fish at each other in jest. Nice. Ask what his business is. Captain Hardwick is taken aback, then laughs. We were posted here to look out for a man. You're a man. Maybe you're the one they're looking for. He chuckles incredulously. Let me see here. Ask what his men are doing. I've sent word to the capital that there is a doggone accursed mission. I haven't heard back, of course, so the capital can suck a lemon. The boys and I are going to relax and enjoy the fishing in the sun. Nice. Alright, so let's request to enter the tower. I've sent far too many men in that Maker-forsaken tower, and they never return. As far as I'm concerned, you're welcome to it. We wait here until that trader turns up. Of course, the capital didn't give us a description of what the trader looked like. All they said is that he will be participating in treacherous activities, or treasonous activities. The stone gargoyle guarding the door will only permit you to pass if you place a decent offering of fruits or bread in its hands. Alright, let me see here. You're at the tower. Explore around the tower. Oh, I'm glad we didn't go in right away. Yeah. All right, let's see what. So I guess we'll just. That's our exit level. The Pauper Plague. All right, now I believe what I need to do here is if you side with the Paupers, you get food. If you side with the Imperials, you get gold. So we'll side and refuse to kill the Paupers. There we go. Excellent. So now we fight those guys. And we won't use Necromancer's Call yet. And hey, Xero, how's it going? Good to see you. And hey, Standard, good to see you too. Awesome. Yeah, we just started the tower mission. It looks like we need like 20 food in order to enter the tower itself, so we're exploring the outer lands.
I wish you and all the best.
It's a good thing I started with this. Oh, darn it. I thought I could dodge that. Nice. Oh, got him. Wow. Tell you what, I'm much better with two-handed weapons. There we go. We are going to need gold probably, so that's a good thing too. Alright, fearful of your wrath, the rest of the soldiers retreat. You spot a peasant woman and child hiding behind some barrels. You lead them past the wall, past the gatekeepers, who look pointedly in the other direction. Bless your heart, she says, holding back tears. Please accept this token of our appreciation. Takes 5 food. More food, good. Ooh, you know what? Every time we explore, we use food too, so...
The blasted
not
tower,
entering the tower
is the home of one who can answer your questions. I do not think she will appreciate you calling, however.
What is this? You pass through the village, just another adventure, the villager nods as you pass. Maybe if you get enough fame, they sort of get a little weird.
Fame, of course, is a sword that cuts both ways. There are times when one would rather
Here's
not
a wetland
know.
ambush. At least I have a sword that's good against these guys. This will give us food as well. This is kind of a weird one. I didn't really set off to explore all that much. But I feel like we're going to need as much food as possible, so I kind of feel like I should do as much as I can to explore down here before we head into the tower. Is there just one guy that was like dazed in the corner the whole time? It's like poor guy over here. Wow, his helmet friggin' flew. Did you see that? Gotta love the physics sometimes. Alright. With the brigands defeated, you search the area for supplies. Okay, that's 5. Okay. Still feel like we need more food, so I'm going to continue.
A splash of silver and an opportunity to mold the world to your liking.
While wandering the forest, you spy a deer glowing with a silver light. Attempt to approach the deer.
Patience. Do not move too
Nice.
quickly, for haste breeds only failure.
Oh, that one guy was drunk, right? With great care, you approach, you close the distance. The deer watches you with golden brown eyes, but does not flee. I kind of want to offer it cake. Even though I'm supposed to have food, I feel like this is probably the best option. Wait, where'd I get cake? Good question.
Breathe. You have done well.
You offer a slice of cake to the deer. After sniffing it a while, it nibbles at it, allowing you to pet its warm speckled fur. The silver light surrounds the deer, spreads up your arm until it engulfs you as well. You feel a strange sensation as in your kneecaps as you watch your rations transform into fresh baked vegetable pies. Bizarrely, you sense that your notoriety has changed. You wonder whether there's a pattern in this. Oh. Oh fuck. Our food and fame has been switched. That may have screwed us. While lost in your the deer bounds away in the forest. Okay, this is interesting. Thanks for the 10 gold, guys. Appreciate it. Infamous. Oh shit. Whilst passing through the nondescript village, red-faced drunk grabs your arm. It's the mercenary that was at the burning of Braden. The villagers refuse to believe your protested innocence. Surrounded you by a bevy of sharp. Imagine if they were sharp pitchforks. Sharp pitchforks. You hear a voice shrill. Will you submit to trial by fire, you murderer? If it comes to combat, killing the villagers will surely make you even more notorious. Let's attempt to escape, because I kind of doubt that, you know, trial by fires, they don't go well. You raise your eyebrows at Kilborn with practiced synchronicity. You both flee. They didn't? Oh shit. Oh, it was so close! Oh, that was so close. Your escape is immediately impeded by an oblivious cow wandering in your path. Damn it. The villagers shout fearfully and brandish their pitchforks. You draw your weapon with reluctance. Continue. Hashtag D is +1 cake. Yes. I'll get rid of that. That's bogus. I hate when they do that. Well, are you fucking ready for this? Again, this is one of those times where it's like, what are you villagers thinking? I mean, you made me into this asshole. Just saying. Alright, the remaining villagers back away in terror, their neighbors slain at their feet. You flee. I hope we didn't lose the golden token or whatever for like, oh, you totally like fucked up some poor villagers' days. You're such an ass. No gold token for you. Alright, that's a little bit better. I'm hoping we can find the deer again. Ooh, illicit trade.
Your supplies are running low.
We have interesting options here. Very interesting options. We've got Odysseus' Charm, which creates an aura that lasts for 60 seconds. We get +1 food for every enemy defeated. I probably wouldn't use it till after we can switch back, but we'll see. Then there's the Harvest Blade. That'll give us some food as well. There's also the Gladiator's Visage. We draw 1 food gain card after any combat in which you take less than 15 damage. Some good options here. Let's go with Odysseus' Charm. We won't use it yet, because if we're just going to switch the fame and food back again, then we're going to have some issues. Alright. Although we probably could gain a lot of food based on the people we defeat. That'd be a lot. Hey Quo's going, how's it going? Good to see you. That'd be a lot of... You know what? I will accept help from the skeletons. 4 more tower levels to go! Right. Yeah, we just started. Luckily we have some skeletons with us, so hopefully they'll help us out here. I mean, I suppose. Yeah, let's put it on. Get some food. Why not? Let's take these guys out. Oh, damn it. Ah, damn it. I hate these spear guys. They just fucking, the debate is real. Oh, come on. How did that even hit me? I disagree. I ran out of the thing. Mace of Scrunchy? What? No, this is like a special mace that's like really good against Empire guys. Shielding bastards. Hate food? Cool. That'd be decent. As it stands, I'd rather pilot on top once we get, I mean, hopefully the deer again. We'll have to see. Nice. Because yeah, otherwise we're gonna be screwed and we can't get the first food toll.
An opportunity once more to find what you need.
Alright. You see an adventurer leaving a farm with a large basket of fresh vegetables and sweet pies. He grins at you as he passes, looking terribly pleased with himself. An elderly farmer claps his hand at you as you near the farm. Oh, adventurer, he shouts. Be you a small potato or an acclaimed hero? Come closer, let me see. Approach the farmer. He squints at you and declares you nobody. A small potato after all. He turns his nose up to you and bid you an awkward goodbye. Does that mean we have to... I think we have to redo this. Yeah, I mean, we failed already. That's a shame. I'm assuming we probably could have gone up the tower and taken like a curse or like some sort of pain or whatever, but yeah. It might be that I have to, like, as soon as I get 20 food, I gotta go for it, or else we're gonna be totally screwed. I don't think I'm gonna change my stuff.
Options yet lay before you, but some of those doors are now closed.
Alright, let's try it again. Oh, that's true. You know, I did forget about that Pterodax. Yeah, that we could explore new lands. You are right. For a gold pain card. Yeah, shit. I didn't know what that did, though. But you are right. Yeah, if I maybe... Okay, so maybe that redoes... Okay. Interesting. I'll have to keep that in mind next time.
Even as the Empire closes down, as each piece becomes more isolated, still the gates open. Nothing.
Right, explore new lands, which probably would have reshuffled all the cards. Right. Explore around the tower. Interesting. Didn't know that's how it worked. Right. Dealing with a very similar thing here. Used to kill the paupers. But yeah, it looks like we're actually better off just entering the tower as soon as we can. I guess without starving, of course. Yeah, interesting. I didn't know that's how it worked. I should have restarted, but how was I to know? Get them both. No, not that guy. Oh shit, I tried to block that. There we go, nice. Alright, soldiers retreat. Get some fame, get some food. Now we know not to do anything with that deer, because that deer seriously screwed us up.
You are not the only one who would seek to ascend. Not in any sense.
Oh, this is a good one. This is a great one. Basically, there's a posting of a hunt for fabled beasts that went through his patch. Try to follow the huge success if you can. I want to say 1 or 2. What'd you guys think? Oh, did you see 4 Quoscone? I could have easily been tricked, yeah. Oh, hashtag not a guess. Okay, gotcha. Okay, Quoscone, I get what you're saying. I'm gonna go for 2. Oh, I was right! Following its huge tracks, you find a monstrous white boar by the river. You stealthily approach as he sharpens his single tusk on a boulder. When he senses your presence, he grunts in the common tongue with a strange illicit accent. Spare this old blood, blessed mortal. Spare him? You lower your sword. The boar watches you with sad red eyes before bowing cautiously. The effect of all gain chance cards are applied twice until you leave the level, then discard a card. Discard. Interesting. You continue hunting until the sun begins to set, then haul your kills back to the farmhouse. Ursus paces the front of the pile of dead beasts as the farmer tallies your kills. 15's pretty crazy.
Back to the bones. I hope you have learned to be their master.
We'll re-roll the 3. Then we can always get Killborn to help us out. Yeah, I'll accept the guy from Killborn. 20! Continue.
Victory. You are learning.
This adventure is the clear winner today, having slain 20 beasts, announces the farmer. Take a basket from my latest harvest as a reward, and of course we're gonna gain 2 resource cards. I am grateful to you both. My fields will be safe once more, says the farmer, embracing his precious flock of sheep. More food! I mean, back to the tower? I'm gonna gamble here, and I want to explore the whole map before we go back to the tower, because if it's gained for anything... If it's gain anything, like gain it, like we could get double gold. So I gotta get on that. Not that I think I put too many gold gain cards. Oh, thanks for max life, guys. Oh my gosh, the gains!
Under the usurper, the world fills with the untalented.
What? Annette sweeps your feet and bundles you up in a tangle, a trap. A man in embarrassed green tights strolls towards you. Given the famine, how did you come by that many seed cakes? He pokes your haversack with his sword. The gesture is rendered as somewhat less impressive when his weapon gets caught in the net. Shit. There was a gain food 40 card. You're all saying 1. Did you actually follow it? Because I would gladly review a clip in slow motion because I don't want to fail that. And imagine if we got the 40 food, we would actually get 80 food. It would probably be the most food I've ever had in a single level. Yeah, we need like an instant slow-mo replay. Yeah. I mean, I trust you guys, but like, damn. There was just no way I could even fucking see that. Was that shuffled 4 times on like a fast motion? Because that was insane. Trust is for the living. It's definitely on the left side. Right. Let's go with you guys. 15 food's not bad though. With a sword at your throat, you awkwardly squeeze your pastries through the netting. That sucks. He moves to release you from the net but stops, chiding himself. He comfortably bids you farewell, leaving you alone to disentangle yourself. That's an awful card. Treasure? Yeah, sure, I could take a frontier bar, but you know, I'll fucking take it actually if I can avoid stuff like that. All right, let's enter the cave to get the equipment. It's fine. There was no way I was gonna follow it anyway, so. Oh shit, I missed my opportunity there. Usually I get it on the first swing. Fuck. It was so muscle memory. Oh yeah? Cool. No, but there was a 40 gain card. There was a 40 gain card in there, which means if we got it, we would have actually gained 80 food. I'm not sure, Andre Null. Yeah, we usually do one mission of Hand of Fate 2 and then do on, so I'm not exactly sure how long this level's gonna go. Alright, they're stirring in the mire. Get some equipment. Explore the lands around. Let's attempt to escape. Oh!
That will set you in good stead from here.
Although angry, the villagers only give chase for a few fields before allowing you to escape. Just as you escape the last pursuer, a little girl jumps down from a tree and places a squishy cake in your hand. For you, brave adventurer, hope it helps you fight against the great doom. Oh, that's a lot of food. Farmer. I think I needed, what, 30 for that? So that was crazy. More cake! What do we got here? Stirring in the mire. Alright, greed monster cards. Or, oh, thank goodness, steel monster cards. I'll take them. Fight the Empire Brigands. But yeah, it's very funny. Some of these missions are short. Sometimes I retry them. And so it's kind of a weird thing. But yeah, I never quite know how long I'll be on a mission. Yeah, I think the Frontier Barbet's actually going to help us a lot, because we could try and avoid the guy with the net now. At least, you know, as long as we don't step on them the first time we get out of the tower. Got him. Sick. All right, let's try to get that treasure. I'm gonna reroll both. Nice. What do we get? Armor of Gluttony! Oh yeah! And then what we got there? Wetland Ambush? Ooh yeah, double food from that. Hell yeah, I'll do it. The double gains! The double gains! I've been ambushed by a frost tyrant. Nah, we're good. The double gains. It's so good. What did we get the double gain card from? Who the hell was that? Because that was the fucking best thing in the world. Oh shit, I tried to block him. Whoops. That was my bad. The boar? Yeah, it was the boar. Well, at least we know if we ever need another level like that where we have to get a lot of food, the boar's the way to go. Dude, just dragging crops on a giant log train, right? At this point. Oh no, why did someone choose that? Oh no. Raiders defeated, search the air for supplies. Awesome. 51 food. And we don't have enough stuff, so let's go in the tower. I love that. You are at the tower. All right, let's enter the tower. Captain Hardwick signals you over. Once you reach a safe landing, return to report what you've seen. Make her watch over you, he adds gruffly. Arrive at the first landing on the first floor. True to Hardwick's word, the wooden door lacks even a handle, and your attempts to kick it open are futile. There is a stone gargoyle beside it, its hand outstretched. Its mouth is a gaping grin. Place 20 pieces of food in his hand. Alright. You hear the ancient gears in the walls click to life as the handleless door swings open. You enter, but as Kilborn goes to follow you, the gargoyle's eyes flare red and the stone door slams shut. You're by yourselves. No amount of pushing manages to budge it. The only way is up. You adventure up the stairs, preparing yourself for whatever is in store. Oh boy. Oh fuck! Damn it, that's a bad start. Was there any reason to go either way? I forget what the camera controls are. Was there anything on the other way? I don't remember. Camera controls? There are buttons. Okay, there's food there and gold there. I can go for it. Ow! Ow! Oh, shit! Depth of perception. We can gain health back. Alright, relieved. You pass through the trap level's exit. There's a stone lever by the door glowing with silver light. You take the risk and pull it. A wreath of silver light passes through you. You feel a strange sensation as your kneecaps strange sensation in your kneecaps. Oh, you feel a strange sensation in your kneecaps. And watch stunned as your coins become baked potatoes and your rations become silver. I mean, that's not terrible. You wonder whether there's a pattern to the silver light's magic. Yeah, it's the second time we've had that, right? The first time we found that crazy deer, and that turned our fame into food. Pulling the lever appears to have deactivated the traps. It is now safe to journey up to this point. I know, now we have 55 food.
Who is it who dwells atop this tower?
Right.
And why do they strive so to keep you out?
And stairs spiral up into the darkness. As you ascend the stairs, you pass a dimly lit landing. Empty save for a primitive hewn stone bear sat at the center. Let's approach the statue. Close up, the statue's eyes are bored so deep into stone they resemble dark, endless pits. There's an inscription etched upon its snout. I laughed and she cursed me. I walked for an age to see her weeping. I felt fury as she kissed her lover. Grant me the face of my last hour. Fucking riddles. Grant me the face of my last hour. I laughed and she cursed me. I walked for an age to see her, weeping. I felt fury as she kissed her lover. If it's literal, then the last line is angry, but I kind of doubt it's that way. You're saying happy? Sad. Last hour. I almost think it's in reverse. Or something. Because if you walk for an age to see her, you'd think that would happen first. Then felt fury as she kissed her lover, like you walked in on something.
I have waited 100 years for my revenge. It appears I must wait 100 more.
And then laughed as she cursed me, which might be the last one. So I think it's not in order. Alright, let's go with happy. At first nothing happens, then you feel quite foolish. Then golden liquid begins to leak from the statue's eyes as it drips on the floor and hardens into solid gold tears. Oh my gosh! After a time, the golden tears abate. Your grinning and smiling is not rewarded with additional gold. You find nothing else of interest on this landing. You journey upward into the tower and arrive. Fucking high five. Fucking A. Thanks, Lost Fleet. But yeah, I think it wasn't in order, and you have to like sort of figure out what happened. Interesting. Very cool. Was I right in thinking that, or is there other logic that's supposed to be in there that goes into wordplay? Because sometimes I'll miss out on that in certain riddles. You journey upwards into the tower and arrive at another hindless door. The distant sounds of blades heralding more traps beyond the threshold. Beside it is a stone gargoyle. Remembering your promise, you head back down to the tower to report to Captain Hardwick. You report to Captain Hardwick about what you had witnessed within the tower. He notes it down and lets you go on your way. I mean, we could just enter the tower. I kind of want to explore around the tower. Ah, got you. They put the lines in the road. Yeah, that's what I thought it was like. You go to see her, catch her in the act, and then like, yeah, right. Explore around the tower. Let's might as well. Waterfall of Youth. All right. Now we won't gain double food anymore. That double gain card was ridiculous. Also, before I lose, it doesn't matter. Return to Yvonne and Yvette's cottage. I almost want to say 2. Would you guys agree? Could have been 1, 2. Tough one. Did you see 3? 2. I'm gonna go with 2. Oh, it's 2 and 3. Nice. You are surprised and relieved to see the sisters greet you at the door, both fully grown adults. Yvonne greets you with open arms as Yvette skulks in the corner. Thank you for your assistance the other day. As promised, here's the citron vial. I've already filled it from the waterfall. Nice. Yeah, we actually gain life at the beginning of every level, which is excellent. Yvonne insists that you stay for some pie before you go, fresh from the oven. Nice. Oh, an armor of gluttony! Band of thugs. Interesting. Let's check that out. At least it's not the dude with the net. Alright, you find a makeshift tent in the forest. From the tent comes a raucous cacophony of drunken merriment and devious schemes. Snap. Your foot breaks a twig and the noises fall silent. Oh shit. What? That was fast. That was real fast. 3? Alright, I'll go for 3. That one was kinda did some funny things. A few mages come furiously out of the tent, following by a hulking ogre. The ogre spits at the mage's feet. What nonsense here on this day of trading, bootless knaves? Thou did not think to spell the forest against wanderers? One of the mages shrugs. At least he looks healthy and full of blood. Could fetch a lot at the market. Yeah, let's use Necromancer's Call here. Have a few skeletons help us out. Fucking, it's fine. We might actually get some cool stuff out of this, who knows. Also, I should go see the merchant. Remind me to camp after this. It's just 1 mage, 1 ogre. Although it is 1 mage and 1 ogre. Never cheat an ogre on a straight deal. Daros the one-armed. The ogre's thick hide reduces damage by 4, making low damage weapons less effective. Beware the club's devastating damage, evade or perish. Luckily we have a lot of practice. Let's get this mage out of the way. I hate this mage. Get out of here. Oh, jeez. It did a freaking tangling thing. Oh gosh, get out of there. Oh, jeez. Shit. Oh, fucking A. I don't have a lot of practice with mages. Okay, finally dead. Look at my skeleton friends. You can't repose with two-handed weapons, unfortunately. Got him. I actually had most trouble with the mage there, mostly because you don't fight them too often. They kind of, they're usually bosses. You don't normally see them as cards, which is kind of interesting. All right, the rest of the dubious band exits the tent in shock. Captain's dead, and the mages have been knocked off too. At once, everybody drives back into the tent to make as many spoils for themselves as possible. There's a lot of hissing and kicking. You manage to sidle? Never heard of sidle. Did they mean slide? In and grab a couple of things before sneaking away. Ooh. Right now I'm gonna wield the frontier barbet, but I will transfer to the harvest blade.
By the looks of it, this has been used well. Of course, not
Nice,
well
there's
enough
some
to
life.
keep it from falling
Reveal
into
3
your
encounter
hands.
cards. Okay, interesting. Alright. Explore around the tower. Oh yeah, camp. Let us trade. Buy equipment. Oh, there's dazzling, blade. I mean, that's nice, I guess. I feel like I've already got good stuff. But you know what? I might as well buy it and get rid of it. Just so that I have it. We'll just sort of hold on to it. Finish trading. Alright. Oh, walking through the shady forest, you encounter a young and beautiful maiden. She stops to greet you. For centuries I have helped the mortals to find themselves lost in the forest, but no one has helped me until now. Even with your gift, my powers are fated to wither with age once more. Grant me your boon. Extend my life in exchange. I will grant you something few mortals have beheld. Oh shit. Yeah, we could give her the potion of youth. I didn't know we could actually do this repeatedly. That means we could, oh, that's so cool. I did this to unlock the maiden because we had the old maiden. Alright, let's give her the potion of youth, see what happens. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you for your generosity, mortal. Now I may continue helping your kind for centuries more. Please take my offering. She holds out an elven ring. At the beginning of every new map, draw 1 blessing card. If you have 2 blessings, choose. I'll equip it. Sure, sounds great. Let's ask for. Now this is an interesting one because we might encounter one of those transferring things again, which could in turn be bad for us. So I'm not sure if I want like an even amount. Like, should I ask for gold to have my gold and my food be very similar, so that if one gets transferred to food again, it's not too much of a loss? I almost feel like that's the way to go. Let's do it. We'll ask for gold. Yeah, so that way if it gets transferred, it's not that much. However, could be interesting. Alright, ooh, if I camp again, can I buy more stuff? Oh, no. Okay, never mind. I want to see what these other cards are, but I don't actually want to land on them just in case it's that crazy guy with the net. So instead, I think I'm going to land on this guy. Ew. Alright. It's time to escape. Oh! Doggy! Nice. So I'm not gonna pet the silver deer. Let's explore lanes around the tower, and let's see if we can get a success here and see what's possible. Alright. Peel your eyes. I almost want to say it's 3. Yeah, what do you guys think? 3? 4? Could be. We know the huge failure isn't too bad of a thing anyway, so. 3 or 4. Alright, let's give it a shot. Yes! Nice, let's see what a success gives us. A few unsavory looking people exit the tent in a menacing fashion, along with a bevy of skeletons. What are you doing snooping around here? Trying to kill our kill our skeleton friends here? Another thief brandishes their weapon frantically. No! Leave them alone! They're just skeletons. They don't mean, just because they're skeletons don't mean they did nothing wrong. I don't want to add my own skeletons to this, because that would just get ridiculous. Huh. So we did a huge failure and fought an ogre. They're defending skeletons. They did nothing wrong, they're just skeletons. It's too funny. I know, it might actually be worse than a wizard and ogre, yeah. Finish him! Yes! I think that's food. Nice, kill them. We get food because of that. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't get hit by that. The friggin' end of the map was actually that river. Oh, we got him. Oh. More skeletons. Is this the Axe of 69? Yes. Oh my gosh, look at the reward up there. A mage pokes her head out from the tent and notices the dead bodies. Alright, look, we don't have time for this. Here. She throws a sack of something at you. Odysseus' charm would be excellent. Let's grab that. Don't follow us, the mage waves her hand to the tent, along with the mage and the sundry, disappearing into nothingness. Got here. Oh, illicit trade. Let's check that out. Nice. Yeah, I'll avoid the other 2 ones. Those won't really help us out. Explore around the tower. Big fan of illicit trade. Because of course we need more food, right? And of course we're using a weapon that actually okay, let me just point out how ridiculous this setup is. We have Harvest Blade, which perform a powerful strike that causes 300 damage on a single target. Gain 1 food if the target was defeated. After combat, receive 1 food if you completed 3 finishers. So, based on how well we do in combat, we get food because of that. We have Armor of Gluttony, which is anytime we gain a food gain or gold gain card, we get 1 more food. And then of course, we actually have ridiculous amount of defense because we have over 20 food right now. I just wanted to point out how ridiculous we are right now. Now there's the Gladiator's Visage, which is a very, very interesting card. Because we could gain food after basically any combat as long as I don't get owned too badly. And more blessings. So let's continue. Alright, how about we make a deal? Let's equip it right now. Alright, shouts echo up the alleyway, spooking carriage horses. Alright. That's a lot of dudes, but you know, Odysseus' charm on this shit, yes, I will accept some skeletons. Gladiator's visage. Food! More food! All the food! Nice. Ooh, tried to block that. Killed him for more food. Oh my gosh, the food. Finishers, do the finisher. Yes, the finishers. Killed him with food. Oh, come on. I hate this fucking bullshit shit. Come on. Finisher! Yes! More food! More food! More food! That was ridiculous! We gained so much food! Oh my gosh! What the hell? Holy shit, that was ridiculous. Which is more destructive to local agriculture, me or the tribbles? Oh. Shit. Alright, let's go. Let's enter the tower. Captain Hardwick signals you over. Once you reach safe landing, report back to, report what you've seen. Alright. Make her watch over you, he adds gruffly. Oh my gosh, 20 food pieces. You climb the tower, passing uneasily through the deactivated traps until you reach the next gargoyle impeding your progress. The stone gargoyle's clawed hands wait expectantly for your offering. Place 20 gold pieces into its hands. No wonder there's a famine.
Past the traps put there to stop you.
Alright, you hear ancient gears and walls click to life, and the wooden door swings open. You venture up the stairs, preparing yourself for whatever lies in store. Nice, Quosco, nice. Alright, let's see what's going on here. What was that? L? I think I'd much rather do the other side, although the center's gold. I want everything. Ooh. We could probably do without the health back. Because we can always get health, that's not an issue. Alright. That wasn't too bad. We didn't get everything, but we gained health. Unless, of course, the next thing's like, you need to pour, like, a friggin' 7 quarts of blood into this fountain. Shit. Relieved you passed through the traps level exit. You pull the stone lever by the exit. Alright. A wreath of silver light passes through you. You feel a strange sensation in your kneecaps as you watch your rations transform into freshly baked vegetable pies. Bizarrely, the sense of your notoriety has changed. Oh. Fuck. I need to pet the silver deer. And that's not a euphemism. You wonder whether there's a pattern in the silver light's magic. Pulling the lever, to deactivate the traps, it is now safe to journey up at this point.
More traps. More questions.
Alright. Stairs spiral up into the darkness. Suddenly you hear a shriek like a banshee. A large dark shape comes rushing down the steps towards you. Dodge out of the way. You lay flat against the wall and the dark shape rushes past into the light. You recognize the sigil of the Empire. In a split second before your head snaps around to reveal a soldier, her face is gaunt and pale, her eyes are wide. She waits, coiled with tension, at the bottom of the stairs. Ask how she got here. She shakes her head violently as if trying to dislodge an unwelcome thought. A voice cracks from disuse, rasps from her. Miriam. Nod? Oh, Miriam? Say that you're not Miriam. No? She begins to cry, her tears cleaning tracks down her dusty face. You quickly note what's further up the stairs. Yet another gargoyle guarded the door, before guiding the weeping soldier gently out of the tower. Draw a game card at the beginning of each new map. If it's an equipment card, then keep it, otherwise discard it. Interesting. Captain Hardwick's surprise that the soldiers returned to the camp is replaced by a mask of pity and fear as she alternates between mistaking her fellow soldiers for Miriam and weeping uncontrollably. Hardwick stops before you go. Here, she has no use for it now. Oh wait, she has no use for it now, and you saved her. He smiles grimly. As much as she would be saved. Merchants are
Trade. Everything is give and take.
I don't
With the
want
current empire,
I have to
more
fucking-
take than give.
Alright. Explore the area around the tower. Let's just check my inventory for a second. Okay. Oh, we can have 2 rings equipped? I didn't know that. Cool. It's alright then. We're gonna switch to the frontier barbet because I want to know what's out there. Because we could get royally screwed. But before we go, let me camp and see if there's new equipment available. Might as well buy it, right? Okay. Let's finish trading. Oh, I can have any number of rings on? Really? Awesome. Alright, let's hope the first one isn't some horrible trap. Okay, good. We can get some food here. Right. Okay, let me just figure out the best way to do this. It'll work. It'll work. Oh, it says so on the card? Oh, I didn't know that. Alright, so again, we're going to help out the refuse to kill the paupers. And we'll get food in return. We don't need Necromancer's Call. There There's a lot of them. I'm gonna use Odysseus' charm here. I like how you guys can't decide on the single gain gold card. Nice. So many valid options. The finishers, go for the finisher. More food. So much more food. They really do try hard. There we go. We got food. So much food now. Alright, few frill of your wrath, the rest soldiers retreat. Cover me food! So yeah, now we have a much more even... Whoa! Holy shit! Alright, well I mean, we're fine to go back in the... Hey. Hey. Where's our map reveal? Aw, man. I wanted a map reveal. Oh, thanks for the 20 gold, guys. Appreciate it. Explore around the tower. Okay. We've been ambushed. We should have gotten an explore there. That's kind of weird. That's alright. Hopefully this will reveal stuff. Basically, I'm just trying to reveal the cards so that I don't accidentally get caught in a situation where, like the first time we were here, and we got friggin' attacked by that nasty dude with the net. That was awful. Killed him. Oh, I didn't kill him. Oh. Got a lot of health. That should get him down. Oh, didn't block in time. Got him. I don't think we gained any extra food then. That's only if I do 3 finishers and there's something else. I forget what it was. Alright, 4 fame. More food. Hey, what the fuck? I should be having map reveals. After every encounter, oh, with a gambit. Oh, I see now. It has to have a gambit. That is exactly what I didn't want to have happen. Alright guys, I need your eyes peeled for this. Oh there, Moneybags. He twists his mustache debonairly and trips over his own feet. Wouldn't mind if you share the wealth with those less fortunate, would you? Gain 40. Fuck, was that 5 times? This is exactly what I was trying to avoid, but we didn't have any gambits. You say 3? Alright, let's go for 3. Ooh! Yeah, that's only 15 gold. Fucking petty change. Have it, my friend. Alright, he moves fearlessly from the net but stops. Chiding himself, consciously bids you farewell, leaving you alone to get tangled from your net. Alright. Let's look at the unimpressed farmer, since we have like an absolute ton of stuff. Alright, you see an adventurer leaving from the farm with a large basket of fresh vegetables and sweet pies. He grins at you as he passes, looking terribly pleased with himself. Elderly farmer flaps his hand at you as you enter the farm. Ho, adventurer, he shouts. Be you a small potato or an acclaimed hero? Come closer, so my eyes may see you. Approach the farmer. He squints at you and cries out, clapping with his leathery hands in joy. Why, it's you! I'm honored, adventurer, simply honored. He insists on gifting you a basket overflowing with freshly baked bread and fruits. Holy shit.
Hunting for food, I am
The fabled beast again? Oh my gosh! Ready yourselves. We need that huge success. Fuck, I lost it. Fuck, I lost it. Did you guys see it? I lost it at one of the shuffles. We're doing a crazy mission right now, Saber, where we have to enter a tower like 4 times. And there's some weird transmutation stuff going on where sometimes my gold gets transformed into my food and my fame gets transformed into my food and other stuff like that, so it's kind of interesting what happens. But you need at least 20 food to enter the tower. I have to say, this is probably the best level we've ever had when it comes to resources. You're saying 1? Alright. Ooh, that's alright. You look at the boar's lair. That's fine. Game remains unchanged. Ooh. We'll still gain food, hopefully. Wow, really? That's not even possible. Ah, well. We didn't lose too much on that. That would have been awesome if we got that card again, but we're fine. We're absolutely fine. Ooh, stirring in the mire. I could use some more equipment, I guess. Fight greed. Oh, I'd rather fight the frost. Kidding me? They're so much easier. We don't need the skeletons. Oh, come on. They do hone in on you. It's a little bullshit. Of course, I don't think an episode's gone by that I haven't complained about that. So, there's that. Alright. Slide down the bank to get treasure. I'll re-roll 3, I guess. Nice.
Take this moment
Okay, let's
to
equip
breathe,
it.
to think,
It'll help with
to
shuffling.
concentrate. Magic will only enhance what is already there.
Treasure, nice. Let me go to my inventory and let's equip this for right now. Not sure what's gonna happen there. Infamous card. I'd kind of rather not do it. Let's see what we can do with fallen treasure. I'm gonna leave it. There's no way. Oh, thanks for 20 gold, guys. Appreciate it. Alright, well, we have enough food. Alright, let's enter the tower. The Captain Hardwick's signals you over. Once you reach a safe landing, return and report what you've seen. Make her watch over you, he adds gruffly. It could have been nice for the boar, yeah. Let's see. You climb the towers, passing uneasily through the deactivated traps until you reach the next gargoyle impeding your progress. The stone gargoyle's clawed hand waits expectantly for an offering. Place 20 pieces of food into his hand. You hear ancient gears in the walls click to life, and the wooden door swings open. You venture up the stairs, preparing yourself for whatever lies in store. Yeah, it's interesting. That's the second time we've seen the boar card, which I suppose means that we could see any of our cards reappear. We might even get the maiden back. Alright, I see health at the end, and that's probably a good thing. This one is definitely not a dodge thing. Fuck, that was crazy. Probably just go right to the center if we can. Ow! Damn it! Ow! Whoops. Nothing like getting batted around by giant swinging rusty blades. I forgot, because we're wearing that helm, if we take less than like 15 damage or whatever, we get food. I forgot about that. Alright, let me see. Relieved, you pass through the trap's exit level. The trap's level's exit. You pull the stone lever by the exit. A wreath of silver life passes through you. You feel a strange sensation in your kneecaps as you watch your coins disintegrate and be replaced by other coins? Bizarrely, you sense your notoriety has changed. Alright. That wasn't too much of a change there. You wonder whether there's a pattern to the Silverlight's magic. Your golden fame has been switched. Pulling the levers appears to deactivate the traps. It is now safe to journey up to this point.
The end is in sight. Or is it?
Stairs spiral up into the darkness. As you climb, you notice more and more vines breaking through the tower masonry. You reach the next landing and your jaw drops. Somehow, growing from a stone is a huge tree that appears ancient. Craning your neck, you see its branches disappear high into the darkness above. It sways gently despite there being no breeze. Ignore the strange dungeon tree. Fuck off. I'm climbing that. What? Why is that even an option? Climb that tree. You grab hold of the branch and hoist yourself up. As you navigate the twisted branches, you feel like a child again. Dim light filters peacefully through the leaves, dappling the tower in a warm glow. Hanging from a branch, you spy a pear, glowing with a familiar silver light. Eat the pear. The pear's crisp and sweet. Its sticky juices clog your throat and you begin to choke. You feel strange sensation in your kneecaps and watch shunned as your coins become baked potatoes and your rations turn to silver. That's fine. You wonder whether there's a pattern to this silver lights. You know what? Maybe it's the same switch every time. So that was like to the beginning, and next will be fame to food, and then gold. No, and then you get what I'm saying. There's like a pattern to it. Otherwise, they wouldn't keep repeating that. All right, hanging from the branch, you spy another pair with a familiar silver light. I'm fine with this. Climb back down. You sit on the branch silent for a moment before climbing back down and continuing your exploration of the tower. You journey higher up into the tower, the stairs spiral around and around the massive tree for what seems like an age. Finally, you reach yet another barred door and its gargoyle sentry. You head back down to report to Captain Hardwick. You're doing fantastic. What is this? Whenever you draw 2 consecutive game cards of the same type, gain 3 gold. Oh, we have to discard a card, don't we? This card's dumb. Get rid of that card. You report to Hardwick about what you had witnessed within the tower. He notes it down and lets you go on your way. Let's explore around the tower. Might as well. Let me check my inventory again. Make sure we switch to the Frontier Barbet so we know what's going on around here. And let's take a look. Into the band of thugs. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Ooh, I lost it the last one. It's not 2. I know that. What did you guys see? Four? Quite frankly, it doesn't actually matter, but let's see. Ooh, failure. Hulking Ogre exits the tent. I'll take it. Yeah, it doesn't seem bad. Yeah, like failures seem to be better. Fighting one ogre, I can fight one ogre fine. Ooh, ow! I like ran right into that, unfortunately. Ow! How did I not block that? How? What the fuck? There we go, jeez. Ah, come on. Hey, they're just fucking with me right now. What is with this? That was bullshit. That was utter bullshit. I don't understand. The combat is either like going fine or like just shits on you. It's awful. The mage pokes her head out from the tent and notices the dead body. Alright, look, we don't have time for this here. She throws a sack of something at you. Acquire 50 gold in a single map to gain 40 max life, then discard this card. We'll have 5 encounters, wow. Oh, holy shit, we can get some good stuff here. Alright, and gain 4 fame. Don't follow us, the mage waves her hand, and the tent along with the mage, and sundry disappear into nothingness. Pretty funny how this is all going. Alright, let's go to the Waterfall of Youth. Alright, let's do this, guys. Heal your eyes. Sorry, the one was on the top and then it screwed with me. Did you see where it went? Like, it was on top and I was following it all the way. And then... I'm getting 3 or 2. Alright, let's go for 2. Nice. Alright, you're surprised and relieved to see the sisters greet you at the door. Both adults. And they hand you the friggin' vial of good shit. And they give me pie. That's pie. Interesting, so we can basically just go here, go there, and then go for the illicit trade. Nice. And we can give that lady the potion of youth. There you go. Vial of good shit. It's the vial of good shit, man. Alright. I already have the merchant ring. At this point, I'm gonna ask for longer life. Nice. What's gonna be in the illicit trade? Yeah, what's even gonna be in here? It's giving me bullshit. Look at that. That's hilarious. I actually have hoarded all of the items that are possible to get now. That's too funny. That's too funny. What the shit? I guess I'll take the shield. That's too crazy. I've actually got every item. That's a lot of fucking guys. But you know what? It's none of those terrible guys with the tower shields. So you know what? I'll take it. Necromancer's Call? Nah, we got it. Oh yeah? Cool. I think I'm gonna use Odysseus' Charm again. And then what I could do is I could sell it, right? I could sell the charm and then get it back at full charge. Oh my gosh. Not who I meant to hit at all. Oh, come on. How did that even fucking... Fucking musket, man. Stop hitting him. Get this asshole out of the way. Damage. I still think you should actually have invincibility frames during that charge. You could actually get dragged into damage, which is bullshit. Nice. Got some food there. All right. Beautiful. So yeah, I'm actually, what I'll do is I'll camp and I'll trade and I'll sell equipment, because if I buy equipment, it's gonna be healing spirits. It's like it doesn't know what to do because I've actually got everything hoarded. So let's sell the merchant's ring. We'll sell Odysseus' Charm since that has nothing left on it, and then we could gain the chance of getting that back. I'll sell the shield as well. We'll sell all, like, the basic items, so that hopefully when it comes down to it, we'll only see Odysseus' Charm. Nice. So yeah, Odysseus' Charm's the only other thing left. Excellent. Also, look at our fucking everything. It's great. Alright, let's finish trading, I guess. And break camp. Beautiful, let's continue. Oh, thanks for max life, guys. Alright, let me see here. Let's enter the tower. You return to the tower and find the Empire camp empty. Cursing, you realize Captain Hardwick and his soldiers have decided to ascend the tower. If they find the sorceress, they will surely kill her.
Mages have always had to deal with fear. The usurper has organized an inquisition to put an end to us.
Oh shit.
He has not succeeded yet.
Though no hungry gargoyles bar your way, the traps have been powered up again. Grit your teeth and enter the first trap level once more. You must reach the top of the tower before it's too late. Oh shit, is this gonna be timed? Oh boy. It also turned into a brimstone card. It is timed. Ow. Alright, we didn't spend too much time there, but I did get hit a couple times. Alright, with no time to waste, you mount the stairs to the next trap level. In this case, I'm actually going to switch to the Gladiator's Visage. Yeah, that's the gold token. Yeah, getting there in time. Right. Yeah, it's a time trial. So this is a no fucking around kind of deal. That wasn't too bad. Keep gaining food because of that thing. Nice. Drawing ragged breaths, you continue toward the third trap level. Is it the final one? You ready yourself for a run through the door. Yeah, as long as we don't take 15 or more damage, we'll continue to get food. Oh my gosh. This is one of these ones. Ow. Something like that. Damn. Past this door, you'll go ever upward to the next gargoyle. You'll find the way clear. The door is ajar. You push it past, but does not lead to another trap level. A cold breeze buffets you. You are outside, being pulled this way and that by the winds. If you fell, it would be your death. Stairs loop around the tower, leading upward, surely to the top. I know, we're so close to 100 food. Holy crap. Restore, they should have added that would have been interesting. Although, you know what, they might have activated the traps after they went through to make sure no one followed them, but yeah. Alright, let me see here. You reach the top and see an old robed woman restrained in ropes. Captain Hardwick holding his sword to her throat. There is no pity in his eyes as he looks at you, only wild fear. Back! You have been corrupted by mage filth, unnatural, dangerous filth. His voice rises shrilly as he lifts his sword for the executioner's blow. You leap forward to parry his strike. Yes! Rise, skeleton army, rise! This friggin' skeleton army card is the coolest blessing. I friggin' love it. Captain Hardwick, respected by his soldiers, a family man with fondness for fishing, and now one of you will die. Generals cause damage in an area when they sound their horns. Use evade to make yourself scarce. Oh god. Oh, you know what? I should have switched weapons. Try to block that. Look, he's like aiming at the skeleton. Hey, stop trying to hit me. Get more food. Damn it, I tried to block that again. There we go, that's something I can block. Skeletons. My skeletons. Finish him!
No!
Oh. Alright, you begin to untie the old maid. She stares unblinking. You are the one, who will kill him. Ask who she is. I'm the sorceress atop the tower. She doesn't appear to have anything else to say on the matter. You begin to untie the old maid. She stares. Okay. Ask about the Emperor. The Emperor. She licks her dry, wrinkled lips. Is that what he calls himself now? The sorceress becomes frustrated at your clear confusion. The game of life and death, boy. He controls it now, and the land weeps for him. North is burning. The north is burning. Peasants are forced to leave their homes and wander until they starve. Have you not seen the slave ships sent south? They creak, filled to the brim with his own children. He will force the world into submission if he must. She turns to you, voice low, and he wants to kill you. The Reaper. This Hardwick's man. Yes, the sorcerer grasps your hands in hers. He wants to slice your head from your shoulders and flay your skin and burn you alive, but you evade him at every turn. Do you not feel it in the air? The land rebels against his iron grip. The sorceress sweeps her arms high as a deep rumble fills the sky. The high priestess will soon descend from the mountain, and the great beast as her people's last hope on the great beast. The mages brew anarchy. The blight grows stronger every day. Soon the very sea will run red. This is not the end, this will not end unless he is dead. Her head snaps to you, suddenly suspicious. What will you do if you face him? Tell her you intend to win the game of life and death. Her ink-black eyes scrutinize you. No good can come of this. No man was ever meant to command the game. Heed these words. Before Callus there was another, and before him another, and another before that. Her dry, wrinkled hands grab yours. Swear to me that if it comes to it, her eyes become blacker than night. Smash it. Burn the throne. Split the game down the middle, so none may sit at the table again. Some fucking ominous shit right there. Oh man, that's nasty. Alright. We're reaching the final act of the sorceress's tale. We get the Silver Deer. Oh, that could be interesting in certain levels. Fairy Ring. And Mystical Island. Reaching the final act of the sorceress's tale. We get Bounty Hunter's Hell, Wanderer's Bounty, Chef's Charm, and Assassin Blades. And for reaching the top of the sorceress's tower, we get Unimpressed Farmer, Confused Thief, and the Demonere. Interesting cards. Cool. Let me take a look here for a second. I mean, we gold that. That was fantastic. Let me just take a look here for a second. What are the new encounters? New. Yeah, because we know what the other ones do now. These are the only new cards. Interesting. Unimpressed Farmer. Dude, the Unimpressed Farmer, yeah, you get him all, if you have a bunch of fame, he gives you like a frick ton of food. It's ridiculous. Awesome. Great. Well, I don't think we'll be doing an unlocking mission next time. I think we'll go on to another one, because I don't think there's enough stuff to unlock and make a whole mission of it. So yeah, I think we'll do the star next time. Let me see, what do we do here? Mages are opening the gates of the underworld into the dark corners of the Empire. Close the portals before it's too late. What comes crawling from the portals? Prepare for combat against corrupted. Ancient magic, the relics wish only death upon their owners. Prepare to scrounge life where you can. And keep your wits about you when dealing with magic and mages. Very interesting. Cool, that sounds excellent. Awesome. So yeah, we're gonna go switch over to Fallout. It is crazy. Sometimes, you know, I like to start at 5:30 if I can, because normally our normal schedule is we start at 6, so that only gives us like a half an hour. And some of these missions definitely do not last a half an hour. I mean, in this case, it lasted an hour and 40 minutes, so yeah. That's a thing. So yeah, I'm gonna go switch over to Fallout New Vegas. So I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll be doing another mission tomorrow, probably the Star, and probably after that we'll do an unlocking mission. But yeah, so I'll just turn to the title screen and yeah, switch the title, all that stuff, and get the game switched over. So yeah, I'll be back in just a second. Stay tuned.